inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina. The Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be calling a hot route. Here's Sellers to throw. That's caught. It's Hunt. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Throwing Sellers. He's going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, they come up with a big one, and trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the silver bullets, guys flying around, giving great effort and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws high to put it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Jackson. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's it fly. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Say it. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. With the draw, it's Rodgers. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love.
Snags it and he's open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain and they are in business, first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up the first and goal.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Rodgers. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge. So
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to do it on the ground. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeye.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Picks up the 1st down. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Sellers. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, it's Harbor. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Ncaa to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Ncaa trying to be heard above the noise. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throwing, Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Sooners sneaking out of here with an upset victory. See how the rankings shake up following this outcome. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Ncaa to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now here's Ncaa. Right down the middle. It's caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good...
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Sellers from the gun on third down. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Here's Sellers to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sellers. Release to the back. This one's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation.
Stop, magic. Ninja. Win. Stack. Stop, icy.
Again, it's Sellers. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires it. Pulls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Makes the grab down the middle. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Sellers. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Touchdown, South Carolina! They take the lead with the 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Rodgers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Zayn. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Say it. Quick completion on the out. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
From the gun on third down, say it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop, and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
To the ground, picks up the first down and avoids the hit.
I'd say, well, the defense is
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He might want another play. Sellers. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Right around 4 minutes to go. A potential upset brewing that could really shake up the rankings next week. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight makes a grab and room to run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The run inside. It's Jackson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Julian Ncaa to throw. Back open in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. We'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Here's Sellers to throw. He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Throwing, say it. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks into the open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught, and he's got room. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Ohio State calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Here's Sayin to throw. Under fire. Unloads it left. Found the spot in the defense. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Makes the catch. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Throwing, Sellers. Rushes on him. Still on his feet. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 20, he's got space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Extending the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sellers. He's going to take off. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Using his legs, it's Rodgers. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Holds and fires, and it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Direct snap. Got enough space. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly